Oh my goodness, water signs, welcome to your daily love reading, guys. Welcome. If you're unsure of your placements, y'all, go ahead and check the description box below. And also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. With all that said, let's go ahead and see what is happening in your love life. Okay. Also, guys, I didn't get a chance to ask on Monday or Tuesday reading. I totally forgot. But how was your Pisces full moon experience? I know I felt mine on Monday for sure, but at least I felt mine on Monday. So yeah, let me know how you guys are doing with that. And also, guys, let me know how you think about my nail color. I don't know if I like it. Okay, to be straight up with you, I don't know if I like it. But let's see what's going on. What's happening? What the? Five of Swords? What's underneath here? The sun? Oh, snap. What is going down, family? What is going down? What's happening? Alright, that talks about what? The Five of Swords talks about empty victories. Doing something at all costs. Trying to get to a certain goal. Seeing if it's even worth it. And then you have the sun there. That's, that's clarification. Clarity in a situation. Okay? Well, already we know this is very emotional, right? Everybody feels madly in love with each other. I feel like this has a lot to do with what one wants as well. The dream relationship, the ultimate satisfactory relationship. One that, of course, obviously evokes a lot of emotion from both parties. Now, we'll see later on what emotions exactly it evokes from both people. But right here, this person feels like they're making a hell of a lot of progress, which is something I love to see. I like that this person feels like they're making progress or making some sort of movement, or there is some sort of desire, perhaps, for this person that they're wanting to make movement, or this is what their focus is, or what their energy surrounding them has to do with progress. Now, with this person with the Five of Wands, they're a little bit on the side of turmoil. Like they're still trying to figure stuff out, not sure necessarily how things are working out. They're kind of going through and they're hashing out some things, and it's kind of intense perhaps for them. Or perhaps this is centered around for them a certain kind of conflict that was intense in the moment. Okay, so let's go and take a look, see at what's going on in the internal energies and see what's happening there. The High Priestess, Alright, we'll come back to that, of course. What is this Five of Wands energy going on in the internal energies? The Three of Pentacles. Okay. I don't think I've really seen this card. Okay, and then the King of Wands is coming out. Okay, so far you have two kings in here. Next to each other as well. So, wow. Just first of all, just wow. And the reason why I'm wowing is because, well, this combination here. With emotion, you have motivation. You have the action to go along with it, make the dreams happen. It's crazy, exciting. But the thing here is, though, is that this person may be having conflicts about where the future is going to lead, where this person's future is going to go. I feel like this person is really trying to make plans with somebody, or they're at least trying to see if there's even a future with somebody in the process, right? I feel like they have plans, they have some sort of vision, and they're kind of squabbling through, trying to figure out, well, what do we got to work with? What do we have to do? What do we have? Because this is an intense feeling of love. Now, this person's making progress as well, making some sort of progress, but they have the High Priestess here. So it looks like they're kind of going on instinct and intuition. They're kind of just going with the flow. How do they feel? And at the same time, there could be the person, people receiving messages as well, because they got the Eight of Wands here and the High Priestess, which is very receptive anyway. High Priestess being the receptive energy, and the Eight of Wands is more the output. So they may be receiving a lot of information, a lot of data at this moment, and they may not be saying stuff, right? They may be communicating back, but they're kind of going with the flow. They're kind of just seeing how things are and then riding the wave, going along with the coast. Now, the thing is with the King of Wands, he doesn't really focus too much on the future. He focuses on what he can do in the moment. So he's not very practical anyway. The King of Wands, he has the ability to just be like, okay, this is what I'm doing, and then he does it. The High Priestess and the King of Wands to me can be very similar in a sense as well, because the King of Wands goes with his instincts. He trusts himself, and the High Priestess, she trusts herself. So there could be that situation too. But the focus internally for the relationship itself, it's like there's this strong, intense passion and energy that's pushing everything forward. Or at least that's the main focus, or that's where the heart of the whole reading is for the relationship in between both parties, is that there's passion, a lot of activity, And before we saw the Five of Swords, it could be also ruthless energy, because the King of Wands can be really ruthless. He can just kind of be like, no, this is what I want, and very stubborn about it. All right, let's see what's going on in the external energies. The Queen of Swords, they're not saying much. The Queen of Swords is very interesting when she comes up with the High Priestess, in my opinion, because she kind of has like this kind of keeper of secrets sort of deal, but then she also is very observant. And that's what I see. The Queen of Swords, she's a talker. She can communicate very well. And I feel like this person is, right? But at the same time, this person is waiting on some sort of information that will kind of help, you know, that'll play out on their part. Okay, and then you have the Page of Wands in the external energies. This person is definitely communicating probably with this individual, and they're trying to figure out what the hell they want to do with that part. This person knows their truth, though. Let me see what's the external. Okay, the Page of Swords. Well, this is blunt truth. So, okay. Three of Wands underneath here. So let's just get this straight. There's a lot of passion going on in this relationship, sure. Okay. But there's some sort of blunt communication that's popping up here. Communication, in a way, communication. Now, the Page of Wands is more of like news, you know, rumors, things kind of happening, like little small, lighthearted energies, right? This is something that's talking about purging or having some fun. Now, this person's definitely trying to figure out what they are trying to build, right? Or perhaps they're building a future, and they're, you know, having a good time. They're making, you know, doing the small things, right? Could be going off on a new adventure. Could be flirting with someone. This person's coming off a lot more serious than this individual. This person is like having, like, it's almost like this person is kind of in their own right a little bit. I don't want to say confused, but they're trying to be very practical while also having fun. And it's kind of, it can probably cause a little bit of a, you know, a little weird kind of quirk going on right now, which is talking about like kind of getting confused with being practical and being fun, because perhaps they want to be both. They want to have fun and they want to be practical, but it's kind of hard to kind of get those work it out, especially if there's someone here that's very serious and very private, as you see here with the Queen of Swords and the High Priestess energy. Now, this person potentially is making progress, perhaps because they're communicating what they own, what they know, what they feel. But at the same time, it could be that they're trusting their instincts and they have their guard up, right? They kind of have some sort of hidden knowledge about what the situation has going on. The situation, anyway, with them going with the High Priestess, could be telling me that they have some sort of information that they're not saying. There's some sort of information that they may not be communicating. The Queen of Swords don't have to tell you nothing, right? So it's like, what is going on with this individual here that they're so defensive of what they know? It's about progress for them, but it's something about where they're going. Now, how this affects the relationship is another thing, right? Because you have the Queen of Swords here and the Page of Swords, which both talk about the potential of being very, very open about how one feels, about one thinks. It's very open communicative wise, right? There's a lot of communication that can be open, and usually with the Page of Swords, it talks about brutal information, brutal, you know, brutal stuff coming up. And usually the Page of Swords is also the, you know, the person that's the kind of sneaky, the stalker card, you know, the kind of, someone that kind of reveals the information that's not really seen, or someone that goes and gets information as well. Then you have the, you know, the King of Wands and the King of Cups. Like, it could be like, I don't think that there's a third party situation. It could be. There could be the competition this person's dealing with and they feel like they have to kind of show out. But at the same time, I feel like there's just some sort of energy going on here where this person's not saying something about what they're making progress about. Perhaps something, you know, it could be that they're trying to make progress, but they're not saying what it is that they're trying to do. Or they're keeping it to themselves. Because the High Priestess does talk about privacy. But the Page of Swords is the one that throws me a little bit, because there is there's something here that shows itself about perhaps how one feels, perhaps about perhaps someone's motive, someone's, you know, passion, right? What actions need to be taken. This person is doing the work while this person is kind of hanging on back, like, wait, let me see for a second. Okay, and like I said before, this person is probably being very honest with how they're kind of trying to communicate, but this person is a little bit on the serious side. They're not even seeing this as someone actually being honest or being open in any way. If it could be that they do see it that way, but perhaps they are not. You know, they're just taken as some sort of data. Like, this person's like, to me, is like a data filter. They they take the data and they process it for themselves. Now, this person emits that. It's very interesting. It's very interesting, air signs. water signs, excuse me. It could be dealing with an air sign here because of the Queen of Swords. So that's probably why I said that. But like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But if this is not a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it could be anybody. It's you find intelligence, someone that's logical, someone that's got their head wrapped on, kind of head screwed on tight. But they're also they think through things very diligently, and they're very kept to themselves. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, to be honest with you. They're very intelligent individuals. So like you could be, like, some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio, to be honest with you, or if you guys are Scorpios watching this, or whoever, right? But it doesn't matter, right? You got to pick the side that resonates with you. Either way, this could be you, or this could be you, or both could be you, right? But there's something here, right? There's something here. The relationship has some Page of Swords energy to it. So whatever is kind of being gathered, some sort of information, it needs to come up now, so that way there's action that can be taken from it, because everybody knows what they want, and I feel like everybody here kind of needs to just communicate that, so that way there's some things that can be done. Because right now, like, King of Wands and sitting back in the very dormant energy, which is the internal, which is kind of like, okay, yeah, sure, that's great for motivation and everything, getting things done, but you have like this need to communicate that, because at the end of the day, everybody has some sort of desire, or heart's desire, that they want to express. But yes. All right, family, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much also, guys, for all the love that you've been giving to me and everything like that. I've noticed that some of you guys have even shared some of my videos, so I'm really appreciative of that. I love you guys so much, and again, I can't thank you enough for letting people know that I exist. But love you guys again for the third time, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, water signs.